Imagine this. You're gonna die, and you're gonna die tomorrow, touch wood. What will you be spending your next 24 hours on? Will you be spending it on petty squabble, showcasing a plethora of ego, agony, anger, resentment, this, that? Or would you be spending that time with your most loved ones, reminiscing about the life that you lived? Humanly, we would answer with the second. Am I correct? Am I? All right. Humanly, we would answer with the second option because no matter how much we normalize the concept of hate and start saying to hate is to human and fill ourselves with resentment, the truth is, as humans, our souls will always search for connection and our heart will always yearn for love. Love. What a beautiful word, don't you think? But when I refer to the word love, most of you may be thinking cinematic view, lights, camera, action, rose petals falling from the sky, and violins playing in the background. That is a portion of it, but that's not the entire picture itself. Love, for a fact, has many definitions. Pessimists may call it illogical, optimists may call it fit, I call it a bliss. Love for me is waking up to the warm sun shining, or maybe even a rainy day during holidays where I could sleep in. Love for me is when my friends wait for me to tie my shoelace, when they greet me with a big hug and genuine smile, and when we share laughter on things that aren't really funny. Love for me is when my dad remembers my go-to order food, or when my mom makes them herself. It is my sister's reassuring words and my grandma's peaceful demeanor. Love has many definitions once again. Now, in this entire concept of life, why this is very important is it exists everywhere. The thing is, I heard a quote once which said, if you really look for it, I have a sneaky feeling that you'll find that love is actually everywhere. And it is. We are so full of it that sometimes we even pour some onto the works we do. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called meraki. Let me introduce to you to this term. Meraki is a Greek term used to describe doing things with passion, with love, with creativity, and from your soul. It means putting a piece of yourself in everything that you do. And I personally live by the concept of it. Love for me is following my passion and being grateful for it at the same time. Passion, another profound word. Passion, to be exact, is actually derived from a Latin word called passio, which means to suffer. Not so fun fact. So to be passionate about something, it's not just to love doing it, but being willing to do it so much that you can even suffer in the process of it, but still loving it in the same frequency, or if not more. Remember that narrative I told you about you dying tomorrow, touch wood? Right. Forget that, erase that. Now you're 80 years old. And you're in your front old porch cradling a cup of tea, reminiscing about your life that you lived. There are two scenarios that can happen. Number one, you think to yourself and you're like, wow, I have lived life. Because you woke up every day with a purpose. You woke up with a purpose and you chased it. You chased your dreams. You did everything you thought was possible from your end. And you made the best of it. You believed in carpe diem, which means to seize the day. You never left any box of your bucket list unchecked, or you left no cavity for the what ifs. You lived your life to the fullest. Case two, you didn't. You live a half-lived life where you actually died internally in 25 and you were buried in 90. Now you're thinking of life in a very pessimistic view because frankly, you didn't get to do the things you once wished you could. You will deeply resonate with what Sylvia Plath wrote in this one piece she wrote about a fig tree. I will actually bring that up right now. It's pretty old, bear with me. Old. She wrote, I saw my life branching out before me, like the green fig tree in the story. From the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, A wonderful future beckoned and winked. One fig was of a husband and a happy home with children. And another fig was a famous poet. And another fig was a brilliant professor. And another fig was E.G., the amazing editor. And another fig was Europe and Africa and South America. And another fig was Constantine and Socrates and Attila and a pack of other lovers with queer names and offbeat professions. And another fig was of an Olympic lady crew champion. And beyond and above all these figs were many more figs that I couldn't quite make out. I saw myself sitting in the crotch of that fig tree, starving to death just because I couldn't quite make out which of the figs I would choose. I wanted each and every one of them, but choosing one meant losing all the rest. And as I sat there, unable to decide, the figs began to wrinkle and go black, and one by one they plopped to the ground at my feet. Ouch. Here, you left a cavity to wonder what you could have been if you just started soon, or even if you just started, or if you stopped your doom scrolling of reels. Got a little too personal there, didn't I? When you think of it, truth be told, if you decide to live case 2, which we probably are doing right now, your future self will not be content with who you are. Because remember, you have a promise to keep to your 5-year-old self. Will they look up to you as their superhero right now? Or will your 80-year-old self be like, wow, I was a person back in my days? You wouldn't if we continue to live the same monotonous cycle over and over and over again. Life is much more than that. If you decide to live case 1, which is the carpe diem theory, the one you will seize the day, it is not going to be easy, let me remind you that. It's a gentle reminder. It is going to be really difficult because discipline is going to slap you in the face, not even care about you. Discipline is going to teach you how to literally slay a demon. Time is going to test you because time and tide waits for none. And mind you, when I say this, it is going to be really difficult for the 3rd time. But guess what? It is all going to be worth it. So, ladies and gentlemen, amidst of all this passion and love, there is things we need like peace. There is tranquility in the form of gratitude. When passion and love has got your head in the clouds and you're all over, gratitude will keep you grounded and humble and will make sure your feet touches the ground. Gratitude is what we need amidst of all this. You will feel like everything is all over the place. There is chaos, there is disorder. But trust me, there will come a breaking point where you find a secret order in the disorder, where you find cosmos in the chaos, and where excellence becomes a habit. Overall, gratitude, love, and passion is what makes us human. So never stop living. Never. Always rush for things you're passionate about. Wait, don't rush. Always be patient for things you're passionate about. Chase your dreams. Chase your wishes. Live your life to the fullest. And as a wise woman once said, do anything you want in life, but make sure it is moral, ethical, and legal. Makes sense. Overall, take it from a 14-year-old, but love as much as you can while you still can. Bring out the fire of passion within you in everything that you do. And amidst all this, please never stop cherishing the moments. Because one moment you're living it, and the other it feels like you're looking at old photographs, and the song of sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture will start playing in your head, and it's not going to be fun. It's going to be sad. It's going to be nostalgic. So live to your fullest. It is said that a man lives 2 lives. Everyone lives 2 lives. And the second one starts when they realize they just have one left. So please do yourself a favor. You only get one shot at this thing called life. Just one shot at this thing called life. Make it count. Thank you.